Wall attacking. Off on the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And former Coach of the Year George Karl making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
On defense, the Kings. Morris, left side. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Morris has got his first points in this one. And what a pickup to get a guy like Karl, Greg, on their bench. As you mentioned, he's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son, Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
Gay, that's a two-pointer. Can't nail the jumper.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Beal with it. Now defended by McLemore. Porter kicks to Gortat. Pass to Beal. Lock at 6. Ring shot on the way. Can't get it to go. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. And here. Oh! The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Now here's Wall. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skill, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Deep 2 from Collison. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Gortat finishing it off.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And he can't hit the second. Wizards leading by 4. Here's Porter. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
To the inside. Here's Bellinelli. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Washington shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 2 on the clock, and it's good on the layup.
Darren Colson, assisted by.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Gets it off, and no good trying to get that one. And that... Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group start the second quarter for the Wizards.
And last year, the Wizards at times played excellent team basketball. I mean, it seems like every time a shot went in, it was coming off a pass to find the open man.
Inside, and stolen by Cauley Stein. The coast-to-coast dunk.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And, Greg, the Wizards were top 10 in the league in assists, as you were just talking about last season. They were 3rd, Clark, in the league in their assist-to-made field goal ratio.
Beyond those eye-popping stats, the Wizards passed the eye test. I mean, it seemed like most of their buckets came off nice passes.
Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed playing with us since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. But Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
That's good. McLemore's got 5 points so far.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Beal, that's for 2. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Gay outside, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Wall against Rondo. Wall dishes to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Back to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Wizards, Nene comes in for Gortat. And Dudley subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. And then for Sacramento, Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. And it's blocked. Beal the pass to Wall. Second shot opportunity. Koufos grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Collison gets a wide open look. A nice shot by Koufos. And the Kings lead by 3.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served him well during the course of this first half. Works that one inside nicely.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Kufis has got the lead back up to 3 now for Sacramento. Well, the Sacramento Kings weren't exactly road toughened last season, but they did have some impressive stints.
Yeah, they were excellent in terms of scoring the ball. No problem at all putting up points. Their road defense was a different story.
And as you mentioned with the Kings, they did shoot well on the road. Top 10 in the NBA in terms of road field goal percentage. And they actually shot threes better away from home as well. So the real question for them was on the defensive side of the ball.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first.
The Kings were only 11-30 on the road last season, guys. And being a bottom 5 defense on the road in the NBA is part of the reason for that.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kufis. Quincy Aces come in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Bellinelli in for McLemore. Now here's Collison. All sorts of time. The shot misses. Now Washington takes it the other way. Here's Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Collison. Rejected by Wall. Here's Beal. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
The drive by Collison. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
And it's Wall in the corner. There's the pass to Nene. Stolen away.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
It's deflected. Back to Collison. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Marcin Gortat really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Slowing down Gortat, no easy feat. He has 9 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Kings, McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Quincy AC out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. Well, the main problem last year for the Kings, Greg, their defense. Just couldn't slow teams down on their end of the court, and it cost them.
Yeah, and listen, a lot of it had to do with the defensive problems overall. They were pretty much in the bottom 10 of every major defensive category, and dead last in blocks as well.
Kufis checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Washington shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And you said it. I mean, the Kings had a tough time on defense. They also gave up the most fast break points in the league. I mean, they had a tough time getting back and defending in transition.
Washington leading now by 7. And Wall kicks to Morris. Out left to the wing. No one near him.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
2 points.
Shots good by McLemore.
And the Kings were last in fast break points allowed. As you mentioned, what is odd was that there were rumors last season that the front office wanted to try out cherry picking on purpose. Pretty sure that's one of the worst ideas to try out in the NBA.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better. And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Wall dishes to Gortat. And another miss by Washington. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now here's McLemore after Gortat's miss for the lead with the second effort. And there's the nice layup by Gay. Gay's got 14 points for the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
Here's McLemore. It's rebounded by Thornton. The Wizards have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Porter with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Sessions, no good. For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
Nene, he's checked in for Morris. Feeds it to Gortat. Nene, right side. Back to Gortat. The baseline jumper goes down. Gortat's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
The leaner inside. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kufas. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And Sessions kicks to Gortat. And that one's good. Sessions.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Gay outside. Here's the screen. He dishes it to McLemore. Here's Kufas. And it's in. Oh, tie game in Washington. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Sessions out there with Garrett Temple. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Jared Dudley. And it's Gortat in the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines and have them get that good a look.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Sessions. At the elbow, Gortat. No good. Nice D from Cousins. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Back to Rondo. Here's the screen. Gay drives in.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Now here's Rondo. To the left wing. Back to Gay. Kings moving the ball around. The shot by Rondo is no good. Washington trailing. Dishes it to Dudley. Here's Temple, guarded by McLemore. Temple can't get it to go. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Washington calls timeout.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
And Sacramento has possession. Following the three-pointer by Washington. He used that pick to get in close. And the Kings lead by 3.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
We're in the...
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Bellinelli passes to Cauley Stein. Cauley Stein with the screen for McLemore. Just 5 to shoot. Beal with the steal. Here's Wall. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 1. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Sacramento making some changes. Cousins comes in for Cauley Stein. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Bellinelli. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Beal with it. Gay picks him up defensively. And Beal kicks to the net. A fadeaway. AC with the rebound. Ace's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington. Porter comes in for Jared Dudley. And Wall kicks to Gortat. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here is Porter. That's tipped and stolen by Gay. "51 seconds left here in the fourth quarter."
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wall draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Porter dishes to Beal. Buries it.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Now here's Rondo. Out to the wing. And McLemore kicks to Gay. To the paint. Here's Cousins.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Timeout called by the Kings. What's your take, guys?
They need a quick 3 here. It's a tough shot. The odds are against them, but anything's possible.
Here's Gay, and so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And that about wraps it up for